Greetings, my friends. Today is day 59 of our 100 days in self-love. And the question remains, what is the tool to add into the basket of the many tools that we have considered so far in this 100 days journey? We have had 58 tools overall. So when I woke up, at first I thought it was a weekend. And I was like, I'm feeling fresh and it's 5 a.m. 9 is so far. And I'm like, oh no, it's Monday. So I felt a bit of panic as, okay, so what is the tool? And then I look, what is it? What is it? I asked the question, what is the tool? And then I remembered something that I need more than anything on this day. Good morning, Leonie. Good morning, Amina. I remembered something that I need more than anything today. I was looking at my fitness watch yesterday, and it was giving me statistics for last month and this month, and I could also compare with other months. And between July and August, there was a big dip. It even said 97% less than my performance in July. And July was up by 6% from June. And generally, I had been good. I remember that I think I went back into sync with my exercise routine in November, December last year. I will share quickly what helps. I have a Vitality membership, and Vitality gives us these different rankings and statuses. You will start from blue, bronze, and nana. And last year was my last year of being in gold. To move to the last one, which is diamond, you need to have maintained your gold status for 3 consecutive years. So last year was that year that if I maintained my status, I would move to diamond. And by November, it didn't look like I was going to make it. And when you don't make it, you don't just remain in gold. You are moved to way below, not the first one though, I think bronze. And when I looked at this, I was like, I am not going to move that way back. So I started working out and I did all the assessments. Sometimes just by doing a physical assessment, which they call a vitality assessment, you get like 2,000 points just for doing that. And depending on your results, you can even get more points for doing that. So I did all the tests, and then by December, when I got home in East London, the vitality tests showed, the gap showed that I needed to be working out at a fast pace. That is where I can then get 300 points a day, every day until the end of December. So I was not going to move. If I laxed for one day, chances of making it were not going to be possible. So you can imagine, I was pushing myself. I was at the gym every day and making sure that I was doing cardio for at least an hour. And then there was a day where, because I was feeling tired, I stopped my watch at exactly 1 hour. And for some reason, it registered 59 minutes and 59 seconds. That is not an hour. So for that day, I did not get my 300 points. I looked, I was like, I'm going to be short of 100 points of moving to diamond because of this. As a result, now, whenever I work out, I never stop my watch at 1 hour. I will allow at least 3 more minutes beyond and then stop it so that I can make sure that I get that full hour. So, then I saw, okay, I'm not going to, and there was no way I'm not moving to diamond. So I saw, okay, there's one more test I had not done my pap smear for that year. And for pap smear, I think I just get 800 points just for doing it. So I looked for a gynecologist. Gynecologists were closed. They were fully booked. Do you know how difficult it can be to get an appointment with a gynecologist? I looked. Finally, there was one lady. But by this time, my medical aid is also finished, so I need to pay by cash. So I got the gynecologist. I got the appointment, went, and then I paid cash, but asked them to run it by my medical aid so that the medical aid gets the notification that I did a gynae test and a pap smear test. I did this, and then whenever I checked, it's not there. It's not. The pap smear does not reflect on my statement, and I cannot talk to Vitality. And then guys, long story short, by the 1st of January, I was demoted those many levels, and I felt a huge pain. I was like, this thing doesn't work for me. This thing of completing my Vitality goal in December does not work. So I needed a different strategy. But then I called the gynecologist's rooms, talked to them. This is when I'm back at work. It's about 6, 7, and I think they were also closed 6th or 7th of January. But later, I called them and I told them that. So they then processed the pap smear test, but then now my medical aid registers it for January and credits me those points this year. Then I called. I said, I see that you have. I didn't do this pap smear now. I did it last year on this date. Can you check what date the gynecologist has given you? And they checked and confirmed, no, it was last year. Said, is there any way to process it on the correct date? Like, I was as calm. I did not want to come across antagonistic in any way. I was as peaceful as I could be, because I was begging inside. And then they said, okay, give us 2 days. It would have been updated. I did not talk about Vitality. I did not talk about any ulterior motive that I had. Next day, checked my status, diamond. I was so excited and happy that Vitality could do that and go and correct so as I'm here right now, I am a diamond Vitality member. It comes with discounts in many things, flights, and yeah, okay. So today, coming back to today and my health watch report, and the fact that in August I'd come down to about 97% from July. You will remember I have not been exercising this entire month due to that cough. And so today I woke up, I was feeling like I am feeling fine. You know, when you check the airwaves and you can feel right down that you can breathe. And so I was feeling fine. So I said, okay. And I was talking to a dear person, and she was saying she has not exercised the whole of last week because of how cold it was. And starting again is a bit of a challenge. And then today it occurred to me that the challenge is more for me. Imagine, I have not been exercising for a month, and if I'm not careful, I'm going to find myself in that situation from last year. And I had been doing, like, I exercised throughout from January. I was meeting all my Vitality goals, all my weekly Vitality goals, until beginning of August. My watch shows that it was on the 6th of August that I last worked out. And today is the 7th of September. So I've completed a month of no activity except for very minimal walking around the house, and sometimes just walking up to the road and coming back feeling flustered. So the tool for today is to take the courage to start again. Start again. Start again, Quentin. That's what that was the answer I got from what do I look at on day 59? And then it said start again. And then when I remembered that my friend Kanyisa Bunu had introduced me to a poem when we were in high school. Kanyisa and I had a special relationship. I was laughing. She was an MC at my 40th birthday party. She's a comedian. She's funny. And when she was young at school, the deputy principal spoke about her. Said there is a naughty child in the school. Every day she is, and the deputy principal at first did not use any pronouns. Every day this child is at the office for this or that. The name of this child, and we were thinking boys at the time, the name of this child is Kanyisa Bunu. Yo! The Mjojo of being nominated as the naughtiest child, and we didn't understand. The poor child is just a comedian. At the time, I don't think we knew that they were comedians. So Kanyisa is very intelligent, ne? And there's a lot I gained from that friendship, and how the friendship started is very, very interesting. When we arrived in standard 6, I'm not going to talk about grades, in standard 6, at the first day, we were all there, but somehow when I got to class, all the strategic desks were taken, and I found myself sitting in front. I felt so out of place, and I looked around. I didn't, we are all freshers, so I didn't know anybody I could ask to swap desks with. Then one day, Kanyisa was sitting strategically by the window. I think third desk from the front. She was sitting there, and then she was absent the one day. Then on that day, I sat there. I felt like this is home. This is where I'm supposed to be sitting. Yo, hey, Kanyisa was sick in the hostel. Now what do I do? How do I claim this spot as mine? So when Kanyisa arrives, I tell her, I am sorry, Makani. Yesterday, my fro so-and-so came and said, the desks by the window are not supposed to be empty. And so I must move there because they don't want people that get sick to sit there. She says she could tell that there was not a lot of truth in what I was saying, but she decided to let it go because she was not attached to sitting there. So I was grateful, and I loved her for allowing me to sit there. But then the poem that she introduced to me in a very childish, playful way is the poem If by Rudyard Kipling. You need to know Kanyisa to imagine her sharing this poem in her voice to me. The poem If, and it has a stanza. I'm going to highlight the stanza when I get to it, but I love the entire poem. It served me in high school. Imagine being a child and you know the wisdom that this poem says. Imagine how, what is Pindy's favorite value? Resilient. Imagine how resilient you grow up to be, if you know. The poem If says, if you can keep your head when all about you are losing theirs and blaming it on you. If you can trust yourself when all men doubt you, but make allowance for their doubting too. If you can wait and not be tired by waiting, or being lied about, don't deal in lies, or being hated, don't give way to hating, and yet don't look too good, nor talk too wise. That's how we would say that line. And then the next stanza, if you can dream and not make dreams your master, if you can think and not make thoughts your aim, if you can meet with triumph and disaster and treat those two impostors just the same, if you can bear to hear the truth you've spoken, twisted by knaves to make a trap for fools, or watch the things you gave your life to broken and stoop and build them up with worn out tools, then this is the stanza that I was coming to. If you can make one heap of all your winnings and risk it on 1/10 of pitch and toss and lose and start again at your beginnings. That's the start again. And I read again. If you can make one heap of all your winnings, everything that you value, that is of value to you, make it into a heap and gamble and risk it in 1/10 of pitch and toss, that is, and you gamble those things and you lose, Tinashe. You lose your vitality status for the entire month. Then it says, and start again at your beginnings and never breathe a word about your loss. Takes us back to the one thing that the ego wants. It just wants you to tell someone, this is how much I've lost, because at least that someone will know that this is what you have done and this is what you had, and now that they see you with nothing, it doesn't mean that you are nothing. You lost. If you can force your heart and nerve and sinew to serve your 10 long after they are gone, and so hold on when there's nothing in you except the will which says to them, hold on. If you can talk with crowds and keep your virtue, or walk with kings nor lose the common touch, if neither fools nor loving friends can hurt you, if all men count with you but none too much, if you can fill the unforgiving minute with 60 seconds worth of distance run, yours is the earth and everything that's in it, and which is more, you be a man, my son. So this poem was written for a son, but guess what? As daughters, we got it too. So this is the poem that is encouraging me to start again. Imagine starting again from a stroll. And this is someone who had been running. I had been running and I was chasing 7 kilometers in an hour. That's where I was in July. Like, I was almost at completing 7 kilometers. And in August, the intention was to be able to complete 8 kilometers. Now, I'm starting again at just walking, finishing 2 kilometers of a walk around. I'm looking forward to it, I must say. Thinking about it was a bit difficult. Yes, my friends, in many areas, we may need to start again, where we would have lost hope, would have given up. But guess what? Loving yourself is about starting again. If it is important to you, exercise is important to me. I feel that exercise is one of the biggest ways I give back to myself. My mind is awakened. I feel fresh. I am excited. Today is a mountain moving mindset Monday. Let's move those mountains, even if it's just one little bit. I love you and thank you very much for joining me, my friends. Let's have a fabulous Monday.